Good evening, tarot card readers of the world. An exciting night. Very exciting. It is the full moon in Aries. Most of you know. I am a Cancer moon, Cancer rising, and a Scorpio sun, you probably already know. But anyhow, this is now the second full moon that I have not been able to fully enjoy, because it has been completely overcast. But there's a beautiful storm happening right now. You might end up being able to hear some of it. My house is fairly uninsulated, we'll put it that way. So anyhow, I was meditating on doing a pool tonight. I asked the spirit, like I usually do pretty much every night, if I should do a read or not. Typically it's because I'm always super tired because I do work a full-time job. So I was really hoping that the spirit was going to give me the night off, and it did not. And then I got to catch one of my favorite readers and hung out there for an hour. And so now here we are, 5 minutes till dead time, 3 o'clock. Now, there's some controversy over the true dead time. A lot of people will say it's midnight. Here in the western states, they call it, 3 a.m. I haven't dug deep enough to figure out or care why. But regardless, to me, 3 a.m., that's when my cats are the most active, okay? I am a cat lover, and cats love me. Don't know why. Cats are drawn to me. But I notice their activity is, like right now, you probably can hear them. They are starting to become more active. So they enjoy 3 a.m. as much as I do. But I like to face demons. I like to fight demons. I like to come against them. So 3 a.m. for me is fun because I like to just say, bring it. And anyhow, so I'm asking the spirit if I should do a read, and of course they say yes. I get very upset and scream and holler and want the night off, and they say no. So anyhow, first card I flip is, as you see, the Strength card. Now, some of you may already know, sometimes I leave these cards out, sometimes I don't. I felt like, for some reason, I should leave this card out. And I dug a little deeper on it. I mean, we all know. See, and the reason I feel like the reason that I'm leaving this card out, I guess I'll go into that. First off, welcome back to my channel. We'll start there. I'm getting way ahead of myself because I have a feeling this is going to be kind of intense and exciting. I believe it's going to be exciting because this is a very significant full moon. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself yet again. Welcome back to my channel, Zen Readers Tarot. Or I'm sorry. I don't even remember the name of my channel, I guess. Zen Readers 888. I have recently changed my name for reasons that if you have watched my videos, you'll know. Regardless, this channel obviously is for readers, soon-to-be readers. You don't have to be an online reader. You can just watch online tarot. This is to help gain clarity as far as what is blocking you from receiving your abundance, whatever abundance that you're seeking, that is. And I'm here to help manifest that together. So, get back into this. The full moon significance here is letting go of your past and moving into your future. Okay? Out with the old, in with the new. This is becoming a common denominator in the reads. across the board. The intuitive readers have tapped in. So that's kind of why I left this strength card here. Because the strength card, to me, I've watched a lot of tarot, and to me, the strength card is kind of overlooked, kind of overrated. You know, it pops out in a read, and it's just like, oh, strength card's here, you got some strength, yeah, all right. And then they kind of move on, you know, to the next cards touching. And some of you may already know, my favorite number is number 8. So anytime the infinity symbol shows up, I kind of get butterflies inside. Number 8 has really been, I don't know, a magnificent number to me. I don't know why. When I was a kid, it was the hardest number for me to draw. I could not get them to continuously go. So I would literally draw 2 circles and just stack them. It took me a long time before I could master the figure 8. Some reason or another, I decided that number 8 was my favorite number. Fast forward, I made up a silly saying about the number 8 being late and great and everywhere and nowhere all at the same time. And, but infinity is nothing more than, 8 is nothing more than infinity standing up straight. And I just always say this silly little saying, and that was in the 6th grade. And everything that everybody asked me, it was the number 8, you know. It didn't matter if it was words or, you know, I don't know. So anyhow, I decided to dig in a little deeper into this card and the representation of number 8. And I even was going to go ahead and get even further into the Chinese and all this other stuff. But I decided to stop there because I don't want to bore you with a bunch of stupid information that you probably don't even care about. But anyways, 8 is my favorite number. And the 8 is, in numerology, is a very significant number. And it is the number of balance and karma. Now, the strength card is not necessarily a karmic card. Maybe it could be if it shows up in reverse and it's next to, you know, I don't know, let's say the moon card or something. But anyhow, the strength card does have a lot of yellow in it. Lots and lots of yellow, which to me always represents abundance. And the yellow is attributed to the number 8. Also, we all know this is a Leo energy, which I was also excited to fly out of the deck because I am strongly, as strong as I can, trying to, not trying, but I am following my North Node. That is why I'm here today on this channel, as a part of that. Side note, I'm excited my obsidian showed up. I feel like I am now an Avenger for some reason, but I'm excited about that. Help me get a little more grounded, a little more protection, and also bring in a little more of the universe's blessings. Very symbolic black obsidian. Look it up. There is lots and lots of healing properties to it. Anyhow, back to this here. So the number 8 is also like a symbol of authority, you know, similar to strength, self-confidence. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot here. While we're talking, I'll start lighting up my incense. I was excited about this read. It got to be late. These are, I like these here. These are one of my new favorites. Normally I do Nag Champa or something, you know, a little more hippie. But this is the Scorpio incense that I found. I don't even remember where, but I found it and I had to have it. They were all out of Cancer and they were all out of Leo. So apparently Leos enjoy their incense and Scorpios don't really care how they smell. So here we are. So this strength card, being so beautiful and yellow and amazing, Leo energy. If you notice, we all know that there's a giant lion on there, and this this beautiful woman is somehow managing to, the first time I seen this card, I actually thought she was attacking it. She was killing it with her bare hands. Like, wow, this is a strong lady. I don't know if I can mess with her. But if you look at it, what it is this also a sign, the number 8's a sign of inner strength and wisdom and a desire for peace. So if I was a female, because my favorite number is 8, I would be I'd be the lady who just wanted world peace as a swimsuit model. That would be my claim to fame. But anyhow, I am not, and I am here on this channel talking about this strength card. So Leo energy, super, super strong Leo energy. Now, what this is representing, if you look, this woman is actually kind of just caressing the lion. So what this strength is actually representing is now that you have the strength because you have overcome yourself. Okay? You have overcome yourself because this is your inner lion. That's your inner lion. And most of us are ruled by our inner lion, and we run around roaring and, scratching people everywhere we go. Hurting everybody along the way. Maybe we eat a lamb or two while we're out there. Oh, sadly, that's what will happen if we don't figure out how to tame our inner lion. I believe also some of you, this is a sign of a great transformation. Because you have, I believe there's a lot of you readers out there. I mean, I know because I see it in your eyes. You have already overcome this strength, this taming the inner lion. You've already done that. And so now what you're able to do is further ascend in your journey, in your spiritual journey. Because you have tamed the inner lion, you're able to, this is the connection between you and the divine. Here, on your crown. I'm sorry, on your head here. And so there's a great saying for, it kind of sums up the number 8, and it kind of goes along with this strength. And the reads, the reads that we have. Oh, and I better light here's what's left of my moon candle. I'll light that up for you guys so we can set our intentions. Because what our intentions are, just like this full moon, the full moon's intentions, in Aries, the intentions are for us to let go of the past. Literally let go of the past and to embrace the future. So, this strength card flies out. You are embracing the future. Because this card is not about getting rid of the lion. It's not about killing the lion or any of that. It's just, like I said, it is quite literally to tame the lion and work with the lion that's inside of you. Understand that it is a part of you. Right? So, to sum up the number 8, change all focus from fighting the old, your past, all your past relationships, all these things that you're fighting against or that you're, trying to figure out. Well, there's nothing to figure out because, you've heard this before. It's in the past. The past is gone. The past is already written. You can't rewrite the past unless you jump in the DeLorean, right? That's about the only way you're going to do that. So you can't rewrite the past, and the future's already written. Now, yeah, sure, you can rewrite the future, but the only way to do that is to stand in today, into the present, And while you're in the present, to rewrite your future, to rebuild the future. And what I mean by rebuild is that, like I just said, you can rewrite your future. And I'll say that again, you can rewrite your future. And the reason why I know that, kind of like, okay, in video games nowadays, video games, they have alternate endings, right? They have alternate endings. And there was a great movie, too, about this, and if you don't really follow it, you can get quite confused. And it's about the offshoots of the timelines. They actually even brought that in the series Loki. Yeah, Loki, that was another one they brought that in. So there could be alternate endings to our future. There can be alternate futures. And the reason, or the capability that you have, and the way that you're able to do that is your free will. It's your free will. So, yeah, you can say it's written in the stars. Okay, sure. But you have free will, and maybe that was God's mistake, but hey, he give it to us, right? So, excuse me. So, if we want to, go against the flow, or go against, if you got a read and you went against what the read showed because you didn't like what it said. You didn't like that it said you need to change. You didn't like that it said you were to blame. You were, obviously we all know we're 50% to blame at least, correct? But there's always some kind of innocence in the other person, and there's always some kind of innocence in you. But so I think what the spirit is really saying, super, I mean, duper, extremely loud and clear, is to gain the strength that we need to move into the future that they do want for us. The universe does want this abundant, great, transcended, evolved future. And they're saying the only way that you can do that is to overcome yourself, your ego, your pride, which is part of this lion, the Leo energy. Leo's about ego, right? Now, you can harness that and use it for good, correct? And come out of the ego and a little bit more, become a little bit more humble. So in order to get to that future that the universe does want for you, and that you even are wanting for yourself and manifesting, and you don't know why, or don't understand why this doesn't happen, but then when you're out at the gas station, you throw a bunch of hate on the guy in front of you because, he dropped his change on the floor or something silly, that made the whole process of checking out longer. But instead you can look at it the way that I have always looked at it is, well, there's a reason for everything, right? I mean, sure, that's cliche. Sometimes you don't even know the reason, but, that guy dropped the change and he just might have saved you from an accident that just happened or is about to happen out here. And if he didn't drop the change, then obviously you'd have been right there. So let go of the past to be able to move into the future. And this is a lesson that I have learned just recently and finally come to terms with and maybe moved past is, the only way to get to that future is if you let go of the past, because the past is what's holding you. The strings that are attached to the past, you're at the end of those strings, right? So unless they get cut, there's no way to move into that future, unfortunately. As hard as you'll try, and you'll just continue to be exhausted, overwhelmed by this, by not recognizing that you haven't tamed the inner lion, right? And what this card truly is is I guess almost even slight Scorpio energy, which it's not obviously, but this is kind of like an alchemy of more than just you and the lion, but this is an alchemy kind of everything altogether, the universe, because you're surrounded by everything, and I get the sense, the feel that this is you, this is the ultimate uh, transcendence for yourself. Is once you have mastered this, you've mastered yourself and the inner lion, and brought the two together, married the two together. Because some of you have that inner lion, you know what, and you keep that inner lion hidden. You keep it pushed down. You keep it far away because you know that you have that, and you don't want that to come out because you've seen the results of your inner lion, right? You've seen those results, and you don't like those results. Well, that's because you haven't mastered that oneness, the balance. You see the balance. It's just the same on the Two of Pentacles, right? The same as the Magician. The Magician is the energy of the conscience, right? The magician has all the tools at hand, in his hand, right? Consciously, he is holding those tools to use. But see, this is the female energy. The magician's the male energy of the conscience. This is the female energy, the subconscious. Okay, the subconscious, and this is where all these things lie. Okay? So, you've got the earth, you've got the air, the fire, I guess, I would assume, to me, as what I see, the fire is the inner lion within you. So you have all the elements here also. Even though this isn't an all-elemental card. But that's just what I'm picking up here. And that's where a lot of you are. You're already either to that point of finally having it tamed, or it's done and you're ready. You're ready to transcend, and you're already in that process, which is great. I mean, this is and again, I did not know that I was going to get into this about this card, but I really had a strong feeling that that I needed to leave it out. I believe the Spirit wanted me to leave it out because that is what the general message is coming out now. Letting go of the past to be able to embrace the future. Forgiving all those that have trespassed against you, right? But also forgive yourself first in order to forgive them, in order to move forward. Because if you harbor any of those feelings of bitterness or hatred or any of that, you're not going to be able to move into your future, let alone your power or any of that. Obviously, we all, I think, know that deep down. So as much as hard as it is to especially forgive somebody who's not asking for forgiveness, right? That was always my thing is, if you're not going to ask me for forgiveness, well, hell, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not just going to offer forgiveness to somebody who doesn't even want it or care to have it, right? So I'll just leave that in my whatever space, my trash can. I just won't empty the trash can, I guess. But that was the wrong mindset, because it's all about, quality of life, right? And if you can't lift those weights off your shoulders, your quality of life is going to diminish rather than even not just tread or plateau. No, it'll still diminish, and you won't even realize it because you're carrying these things around. Yeah, see how the inner lion, see how, the lion is accepting the woman and the union. She's a very innocent woman. just you know, like I said, this is just to me is a an underrated card. I mean, I know readers, you all have respect for the card. I do know that. But there's a lot more to this card than even I realized, you know, until I really started to meditate on it and kind of try to tap into that type of energy. And it just, beautiful card. So, anyhow, I actually, you know, as usual, I didn't have any type of plan here. I just wanted to hit the record button and slap this info on you. So I'm not sure what the spirit, which cards, or what we would pull for here. Um, but what I'm thinking is, okay. And I do shuffle my decks 8 times, and I shuffled 8 times, and that was the card on the top. Okay, so some of y'all have maybe an offer showing up, a little slow. King of Cups. Oh, and maybe there's a somebody's got an offer out there that you're not aware of, or you know, an offer that is there that you think that you don't want. That you believe this opportunity is coming from somewhere else or somebody else that you don't want that to come from, but the universe is saying no, that's coming from us, bro. Hey, no, that's us. You manifested it, but remember, sometimes your manifestations don't come in the package that you have planned and dreamed up. Because I don't know what you have dreamed up in here, in this picture. You're not even showing it, but I'll tell you one thing. If you want another cup, it's right there behind you if you just turn around. It might have already been in your face, coming from somebody else that you didn't want it to come from. Anyway, what messages, or what word yeah, see, some of y'all are moving on up. Jefferson style. And this is the card right before. Look, I forgot, that's the 7 card. Yeah, 7. Another, I see that a lot, 777. On the right path, folks. You are on the right path. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep taming the inner lion. Because, man, that lion is fiery, right? And when that lion gets activated, oh, you better watch out. Right? Watch out. Oh, yeah. And you're proud of yourself, too. You're like, yeah, oh, yeah. When I get mad, watch out. Right? When I get mad, well, yeah, well, that's not something to be very proud of, okay? We're not on this world to flex on everybody everywhere all day long. Like, yeah, we get it, you're hard. Yeah, we get it. Like, okay. Yeah. I like to play poker a lot. And I learned if you start talking shit, the cards, they know it. The cards are like, you know what? We were helping you out, and now you wanna take credit for it for yourself? Yeah, well, we'll see about that. And then the cards just keep taking your money, keep taking your money. But I've learned that if you just sit back, let the cards roll, let the cards do their thing, you know, you go with the flow, you go roll with the cards, follow the money. You win a few hands, you don't talk shit, next thing you know, you got the whole pot. And I don't know why it's weird how that works, right? Because you're a good damn player. You know you're a good player, but for some odd reason, suddenly your luck went right down the tubes because if you look at yourself, you know what? I got cocky. I got stuck in my ego. My inner lion came out. You know? And she's saying in here, no, we don't need to. No, it's okay. We don't have to. We don't have to do all that. You know, you're just a big. You're just a big kitty. You're just nothing but a big kitty. You know. To gain that strength, you're gonna have to fight for it. With another, what I say, you're definitely seeing 77. You're definitely seeing 77. Right? While you're working on yourself, while you're working on your craft, while you're working on your skill, your business, people are seeing that you are gaining that strength. There's some admirers that are seeing that you're gaining that strength, and they like the new you. They like the new Leo. They like the new, the new you. And they're wondering how you did it. They're wondering how you did it. There's a meme that says, "Oh yeah, it must be nice." Well, it must be nice for you to be in this illusion that I got all this gave to me, right? But you worked for it. You worked for everything. You worked for your house and your car and all this other stuff, but you also worked for your subconscious. You worked for your state of mind. You worked hard for the state of your heart. You worked hard to get yourself grounded in your root chakra and activate your kundalini so that you can ascend. You worked hard for all that. So they see you walking in your power and think, well, it must be nice to just be able to walk around like you got it all. Well, yeah, I do have it all. Why don't you? See, that's the thing that, look, see, you got a different perspective on life as everybody else is the ones who ain't. They think that they're because they're standing upright like everybody else because they look normal, right? They're standing up. And you were like, yeah, you know what? Screw that. I'm just gonna hang out right here. I don't care how silly I look to you guys, but I already know that you are a bunch of drones. And you didn't want to be like that. You stepped out. You stepped out. Yeah. I mean, I can't make this up. You got the 9 of Wands there. You're like, yeah, you know what? Shit. Look at how he's looking. He's like, I told you nothing. I told you don't mess with me. I will grab every damn one of these wands and hit you with it. I'm gonna whack you right now. Anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna throw a card down at all. Am I gonna throw a card down? What messages? Holy Spirit, Archangel Michael, Aunt Sis, Archangel Gabriel. What channel messages would you have for the collective readers? Oh, yeah. Devil card. Oh, we still got him there. Might be fighting some addictions. Somebody might be fighting some addictions. That was in my read last night. Yeah, but you're dealing with them. You're dealing with them. You got help. Ask for help, but you got help. It's right there. That's who's going to help you. Your lover, your partner's going to help you. It's going to help you, and you're going to end up into the 10 of Pentacles. Look at this. Looks like somebody's making it rain. So somebody's up here on this bridge. Somebody's up here on this bridge just making it rain all down on you. Maybe that's you. I think that's you up on the bridge making it rain all down on your hood, on your city, because you've done that well for yourself, because you tamed your inner lion. Yeah, again, see? It's a lovely energy. I mean, it's strength sounds strong, but when you feel it, though, it doesn't feel strong. It kind of feels like how do I want to say this? It kind of feels like not light and airy, but I guess comfortable. Comfortable. You know, you've gained that strength and you've tamed that inner lion. I don't know if you just heard the lightning or the thunder there. That's confirmation. And it was a nice lightning strike. I wish I had my I should open up my slider so I can actually see. I really love lightning. One of my favorite things that Earth has to offer. I actually studied just for no reason at all a lot about lightning, and just a wonderful thing that, you know, lightning is about. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it a little bit, just a little bit. Lightning is actually the Earth's way of balancing itself. You know, giving itself balance where there's unbalance. Okay, so kind of like oh boy, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and pull out the Tower card. Just bear with me. I'm going to pull out this Tower card, and you're going to know why here in a second. Just as an illustration, I'll throw it back in and redeal, because I just stacked the whole deck, and I know everything now. I know your whole life. I know when you're about to make your leap of faith. I know right when you're about to do that, because you make the leap of faith right after the judgment happens, because you win. This is why I love tarot cards. I can just tell you what you've done and what you're about to do, and you can't even deny it. So anyhow, we found the Tower card, okay? And then in this Tower card, you've got the big old lightning bolt at the top. We all know about that. See, so in lightning, what happens is, and I'm going to take this lightning strike as a mega strike, okay? This will say, because typically this represents a negative type of energy. Not always, obviously. There are really a lot of good Tower moments that you want to have, that you need to have happen in your life. Not even just to move into your future, but just for you to become a person, okay, with a soul. So the lightning, what'll happen is there are a bunch of negative ions, okay? There's negative ions that are all in this area here, and the world, Mother Earth, senses that, and she don't like it. It's kind of like an itch. You know, this is the Mother Earth's way of scratching her itch, because it's painful. You know, it's negative. Mother Earth herself doesn't even like negative energy. I mean, I can go into this for hours right now, but I'm not going to. Sociology, they've done studies. You know, where, I'm sorry, not sociology, psychology, sorry. Retrograde's over, so I can't blame nothing but my stupid tongue. So, they spoke negative thoughts, or I'm sorry, negative words over plants. And then they spoke positive over the other plants, different group. They did not sing. They only spoke positive and negative. The positive did much. I mean, I want to say, if I remember right, it was like, was it 40% better? It's been in a lot of years. Than the other plants. Same with water. Drink your water before you drink it, after you drink it. Talk about how great it is, how great it tastes, how great it smells, which again, it doesn't even have a smell really. Some water does. Don't drink it. So, the people who spoke positively over just their water, they did better. They were more healthy, more happy, slept better. Like, it's weird. It's all weird. It almost sounds made up, but look it up. Look it up for yourself. Like, I don't claim to be smart at all, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I do have eyes, and I know what lightning looks like. And I've always wondered, what in Mother Earth is that? What is the purpose of that? Because everything has a purpose, right? In Mother Earth, everything has a purpose. We don't know why mosquitoes are here, but there is a purpose. So lightning has a purpose, and most people don't understand or care or know what the purpose is. It is a way for Mother Earth to rebalance herself. Okay? When these negative ions build to a certain number, they tip the scales, right? They tip the scales. And something's got to happen. Something has to happen. Well, what happens? Tower moment. Lightning strike. It's a mega strike. A positively charged strike. Okay? Hits the negatively charged spot area, blows the top right off, and resets itself. Balances it out. We all learned algebra. Balancing it out. Balancing the scale. If you do one thing to one side, you got to do it to the other side, because you need to balance the scales out to get your final answer. Correct? Same. Calculus. It's all the same. See, we're all speaking the same language. It's just some of it is like some different words, different dialects, okay? So, anyhow, balancing, that's how important, that's what I was getting at, okay? That's how important balance really is. And also the hardest thing to gain, because while you're trying to gain, you're trying to tame this inner lion, you're trying to balance yourself out, you're trying to love, you know what I mean, you're trying to, but then you got life on top of that. You're trying to balance your checkbook. You're trying to balance your kids' freaking hormones. You're trying to balance your kids' academics versus your academics, extracurricular. You know what I mean? It is. And the thing is the universe didn't do us any favors. God didn't do us any favors. Sorry, God, but you did not give us enough time. What is this short day? Yeah, it's a 24-hour day. Whoa, yeah, but some of us can barely stay awake for 12. Because we got to work ourselves so dang hard. That's all you're going to get. Oh, what was a silly card. This card always did make me laugh. And if somebody shows up like this, I'm going to laugh at them anyways, right? Who wouldn't? Page of Cups. He's got a fish in the cup. It's not even love. So you're out there trying hard to gain that. With the Page of Cups here. You're trying to... You're trying to gain that inner strength. And you're going to gain it. You will gain it. Stay the path, stay the course. Yeah, and as long as you do that and be true to yourself and tame that inner... I almost said inner demon. Tame that inner lion. The universe is going to grant you what you've been asking for. You know, that huge bonus, that huge check. Because obviously right after the 9 is the 10. So whatever this offer is that shows up, because you've done your inner work, you've done your inner work, you have and this is it. You want to stay on this, this balanced path, this figure 8, and the universe is going to come and grant you, to make you, force you. I hate to say it, you're going to hate this. It's going to force you into the 10 of Pentacles, right? It's going to force you to figure out what the hell you're going to do with all this money. Like, you're now going to have to hire a financial investor. You're going to have to hire a financial advisor. You're going to have to hire lawyers to keep track of those guys, and lawyers to keep track of your lawyers. Because when this much money's around and this much money shows up, I'm telling you, whoever this is out there, that when this much money shows up, you're going to have no choice. You're going to have no choice but to put some trust in some people that you haven't trusted and you never thought you would. But I'm telling you, that's the thing when they say be careful what you wish for, right? They say be careful what you wish for. So you've been wishing for this here to happen. You've been wishing for yourself to tame that inner lion, that you can become one with yourself and the inner lion and the universe and the world, and that you can ascend into this spiritual realm that not too many people are even, let alone care to get there, actually get there. But you want to, and you do, and then the universe says, okay, well, we're going to give you that wish. And, some of you think, well, I can handle that. But you don't understand how big of a wish fulfillment that this is going to end up being. That's what I see. That's the abundance that I'm manifesting with you here. Because that's what the cards are showing me. I don't know what you think, but it doesn't matter what you think, does it? Right, see? You're figuring it out. You're looking out there trying to figure out exactly what all of the opportunities are. You're trying to figure out where you can end up. Yeah, I mean, this is... It's just funny how we believe, or we have this idea of what fortune and fame is or looks like. But it's kind of like I tell customers, okay, you're only seeing this half an hour home and garden show where they come in, they demo a house out that they just bought, and a half an hour later they got this beautiful, well done home that didn't have any issues whatsoever, that just went as smooth as could be, and then wham bam, half an hour later we got a finished house, and the homeowners are just jumping up and down for all the money they made, and the homeowners that bought the house are jumping up and down for the house they just stole from the realtor. Everybody's happy. But again, they skipped out on all the work that actually had to go into doing that house. And I want to tell you right now, they ran into problems left and right. Now, they solved them, but they were there. And the same thing goes for here. People just see you for a short amount of time. They see you for a half an hour, right? Your friends and family. Oh, half hour's up, guys. I gotta go. I gotta get the kids to here and there. Half hour show's over. Well, they seen this gorgeous person, glowing and happy and bubbly, and they think, wow, well, that actually happened a lot easier. They changed a lot faster than I expected. Or they think, wow, how come that person's not any different or hasn't changed yet? Well, because you ran into some problems. There's some broken pipes. There's some busted, wires that you didn't know about that you need to work on. There's some There's some raw sewage that needs cleaned out, right? Again, you're working on. I'm just gonna leave it there. Oh, I'm glad I did, because you're dealing with that. Because you're dealing with that. Bam! There it is. That's it. That's what I'm talking about right there. So, look at the progression, okay? Because we started out with the 8, right? I thought we did have the 7. No, that's when I was on the cut. So, anyhow, it progressed. You always want to see progression, and I see you guys progressing. I don't see you looking back, actually. I see that you are actually ready to embrace the future. You're so damn tired of looking back. You're not looking back or forward right here. You're looking down at yourself. You're trying to align yourself, right? Because that's the other thing, okay? This is Leo energy, right? Guess what Leo is? They are the spine. Right? They are the way to activation of Kundalini. Right? So, imagine that. In Kabbalah, it's the intelligence of the secrets of all magical activities. Well, guess what those magical activities are? Taming the inner lion. Not getting rid of it, not suppressing it, not knifing it in the back. No, just taming it, being one with it, enjoying its company, and it'll enjoy yours as well. Because you've come together in a union, a mutual union, an alchemist union. Yeah? And then, oh, wow, it just gets better. Okay, so the 3 of Cups celebration, the King of Pentacles is behind that. I mean, we don't need a clarifier. We see what's happening here. I mean, oh God, I'm getting goosebumps. Look at all this yellow. Look at all this yellow. I mean, it is yellow everywhere. Everywhere, yellow. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps from head to toe, like I've said before. 888, abundance. I mean, look at all this abundance. Like, I'm trying to keep myself kind of calm here because, good Lord, I mean, I want to be your uncle, or I want to be your niece or something in your family right now. I feel like you're I feel like you're the dude in what was his name, Barney, in The Simpsons. You got so much money, you're just underneath. This money just pouring in. Yeah, money's just pouring in. I mean, even look at this. Like, like I said, I'm a poker player, and I don't know, but like, I'm looking at this like stacks of poker chips. Like, look at his robe. It just looks like stacks of poker chips. Like you're cashing in. You got so much money, you went and gambled, and you won a whole bunch more. That's how it goes. The people with all kinds of money end up getting all kinds more money. Right? It's like, I don't remember who that rapper was, but he said, you know what? I had to get famous to get everything for free. So he's talking about, everywhere he goes, they're giving him the free merch, they're giving him free dinners just so they'll eat, so he'll eat at their restaurant. I had to get rich to get everything for free. You know, it's a backwards, messed up world that we got here. The harder you work, the less you get. And trust me, I know that 100% from experience. I know that 100% from experience. Because I have worked my nuts off in construction for many years. And I have given more than my all and more than what I should and sacrificed more of my own time, way more than I should. But now, recently, since I've pulled my energy back, I've got this guy offer me, I don't even want to say how much more money than what I am already making. And it's one of those things where it's, I am loyal. I am Scorpio sun. So, I am very loyal. And it's hard for me to turn my back on anything, really. I mean, anything. Even when it's like I'm losing money, I'm losing sleep, I'm losing everything. Like here I am right now. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to have to wake up here in about 3 hours. Once you realize that and pull your energy back and take a look at things, and that's what you've done here. Jeez, that's what you've done. I mean, and started out, this little guy with the smelly fish trying to, hey, this is it. Right? But, I mean, it is just overwhelming yellow in here. So that's what I have for y'all. Ooh, excuse me. See, I'm yawning now. It's time to shut it down. Just keep doing what you're doing. And tame that inner lion. Become one with yourself. And you'll attract everything else. You're just going to, it's obvious. You just become a magnet. And that's what I'm picturing. Like, I had this card right here. And then I just picture all this going whoop. Just sucking it right in there. You're attracting it. You're attracting it. For sure. So, good for you. Good for you because your hard work's paying off. And it was hard. And nobody will ever understand. Nobody will ever. They won't. They won't ever understand. And you can explain it to them a small amount. And you won't even be able to explain it as much as you know that you can. And they won't get it. They never will. So don't worry about it because you're just going to do you're magnetic on all fronts. So good for you. But anyway, like I always want to say, get back to your readers. I do thank you for your intuition and your passion and your dedication to this line of work. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Because you're dealing with everyone else's inner lions that are running around too. You're not the only one dealing with your own inner lion. Everybody else is too. So that their lions are all running around. You see, so now you got to really be multi-talented because you got to tame your inner lion and you got to either help them to tame their inner lion, or if their inner lion gets a little too close to you, you're going to have to tame their inner lion for them. It's a tough job. So I'll give it up to you for sure. But I did not expect to be on here this long. I just really more or less wanted to talk about the strength card, but Spirit wanted me to show you what's going to happen if you can get to that point of that timidness, the humbleness, the groundedness. So yeah. Awesome. Great read. Glad we got to hang out. Thanks.